Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Bird here. I am so pumped to share with you my latest project. A few months ago, Babylon Leather sent me a tote bag DIY kit, and my daughter, she totally loved it. It was this forest green, just gorgeous leather. She snatched it up the moment that I was done. She now uses it pretty much every day to carry her iPad to and from the office. So today, y'all, it is my turn. I chose the Birkin style bag. It is no piping on this one, so it's pretty sleek and classic, and it's so me. So I have been eyeing this legendary Birkin bag for ages, but let's be real. That price, way out of my reach. To give you a little bit of context, a standard Birkin can run anywhere from $12,000 to $13,000. And what I understand is that if you have a prototype, you're talking about millions of dollars. So obviously, DIY is definitely my move. I decided to go with the caramel colored rawhide, and just look at that. It feels really, really amazing. It smells great because it is real leather. And it's just, I think it's just gorgeous, and it is timeless. So not only did I go with the caramel rawhide, I also went with the gold hardware. I thought that would be a really gorgeous kind of a contrast. And then I also went with this contrasting white stitching, which I thought that would really kind of bring it all together. So what I like to do is when I get started, and I've actually already gotten started a little bit, so I'm really excited. I've been diving into this right away. I like to turn on an audiobook, or this is really a great time, honestly, to binge watch a TV show. I love that every piece is full grain, luxurious, leather, the hardware, all top tier. I'm looking for the strap. Here we go. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And then they include a little bag that includes everything that you need. So more of the hardware. So here's a little bit of a lock. There's thread, there are needles. It looks like this is the bottom of the bag. So there are lots, all of the things that you need come in the kit, which is exactly what you want. They also threw in this really cute little pony pendant, which I think just kind of personalizes the bag and kind of, to me, elevates it even more. And they also gave me a couple free silk scarves and they gave me a couple different options, so I can kind of choose which of them I would like to use. They actually gave me 5 of them. That was incredibly generous of them. And they're all so very beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to working with them. And then I can also switch up the silk scarf depending upon how I want to style the bag. And just look at how gorgeous that is going to look. So today, guys, I am going to walk you through the process. It's very high level, and it's high level because Babylon Leather, in their kit that they send out to you, there is a QR code. And the QR code will take you to a very detailed sew-along, step-by-step, which is perfect. So I'm not going to do a full sew-along. I'm going to do a high-level kind of overview and show you some of the footage of me actually making this. So, guys, let's dive in. As I get started stitching this bag together, here's one detail I really appreciate. Babylon pre-drilled, so I want to get in close so you can see the pre-drilled holes. And they do this throughout the entire leather pieces. So let me show you some of the others, and you can see the holes. And it makes just such a huge difference. It makes the entire process so much smoother and a lot more beginner friendly. When you stitch, you're actually using 2 needles. So I had to get used to that, but now that I'm comfortable with it, it really goes so smoothly and it makes complete sense. One on each end of the thread. The length of the thread depends on which part of the bag that you're working on. And their tutorial, Babylon's tutorial video, walks you through exactly how to measure it out. Now, I'll be honest. The first tote bag I made was definitely easy to follow, but it felt a little more challenging for me. This time I already understand the flow, so I can just trust the process and it's going so much more smoothly. I'll also drop a discount code in the description below for any DIY tote bag of your choice. Honestly, I think their prices are incredibly reasonable for the quality that you're getting, and I highly recommend giving them a try. I thought this might also be a good time to reintroduce myself. If you're new to the channel, hi, and thank you so much for being here. I've been creating and sewing for about 4 to 5 years now. Most of what I make is clothing, everything from dresses to tailored pants to fully lined coats. I love the challenge of taking fabric and turning it into something you can actually wear. So these hand-sewn DIY leather bags have become such a great complement to that creative journey. They're a different pace from garment sewing, more meditative, a little slower, and the end result is something you can carry every single day. I love that it's not just about style, but also about making something functional and with my own hands. There's something deeply satisfying about knowing every stitch, every seam is mine. It's the same feeling I get when someone compliments a dress I've made and I can say, thanks, I made it. Except in this case, they're complimenting a bag, and those conversations always turn into stories about the process, the leather, the hardware. People are fascinated by the idea that you can actually make a leather bag yourself. So the Babylon Leather website says you can complete this bag in just a few hours. And that's true, you absolutely could. But for me, I like to space it out. This one took me a few hours each day over about 3 to 4 days. And honestly, that was the perfect pace. I like being able to walk away, come back fresh, and enjoy the process instead of rushing to finish. Each day I was just so excited and looking forward to having some space in my day to be able to work on my bag. I also want to remind you that I'll have a discount code in the description below. It works for any DIY bag kit you choose. Babylon Leather has such a wide variety of styles, bags for women, bags for men, plenty that are completely gender neutral. And if a big bag isn't your thing, they also offer smaller leather goods like wallets. As you can see, the sewing process is actually really straightforward. You've got the pre-drilled holes, which make it easy to keep your stitches even. And I'm really loving the way this contrasting white thread pops against the caramel leather. It's such a classic combination. One of the best things about these kits is that you get literally everything you need. Thread, needles, hardware, all the leather pieces cut and ready to go, plus a few fun extras like the silk scarves and the pony pendant. One thing I've learned since my first bag is that consistency is everything. Keeping your stitches the same size, keeping your tension even so it doesn't pucker, that's where taking your time really pays off. And honestly, it's not hard, it's just about being patient. I have to tell you, I really love the way that this is turning out. If you're brand new to leather work, I think these kits are a great starting point. You don't need any special tools beyond what they send you. You don't have to figure out patterns or cutting. You can just focus on the actual fun part, assembling and sewing. Something else I love, the hardware. It feels substantial. It's got weight, it's polished beautifully, and it snaps together with that satisfying click. You can tell they didn't cheap out here, which is huge because the hardware can make or break the final look of a bag. And if you've never sewn with 2 needles before, it might feel a little awkward the first few stitches, but once you get the rhythm, right needle through, left needle through, it's actually really soothing. And because of the saddle stitch technique, your seams are incredibly strong. This isn't something that's going to come apart after a year. With care, this bag will last decades. I'll say this. I think making something with your own hands in our super digital, super fast world is a rare kind of joy. You can't really rush it, and when you carry the finished bag, there's this sense of pride. You know it's not just another mass-produced thing, it's yours from start to finish. And for those of you thinking this looks intimidating, remember, I thought that too before my first bag. Remember, I make garments, so bags are really outside of my comfort zone. But between the step-by-step tutorial videos Babylon provides and the fact that everything's prepped for you, it's so much easier than you'd think. I actually find it less stressful than sewing certain clothing patterns. So yeah, if you've been on the fence about trying leather work, I can't recommend this enough. I'll drop the discount code in the description, so check it out. Even if you start with one of their smaller items, it's such a satisfying hobby. And the best part is you walk away with something you can actually use every day. Can I tell you how much I love the way this bag has shaped up? The quality of the leather and the craftsmanship in this kit are just amazing. It feels so sturdy, luxurious, and professional. I am genuinely thrilled at how it turned out, and it's something I'll be proud to carry every day. If you've been thinking about trying a DIY leather kit, I can't recommend Babylon Leather enough. They make it so accessible, fun, and high quality. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching. If you've enjoyed this project, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more DIY leather and sewing adventures. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.